Hello, this is Tina Shea Blanchett, your friendly digital engagement specialist, and this is WordPress Wednesday. Now, this is the last webcast of the summer, and I know a lot of you are feeling anxious. There's lots of things you still have left to do to your websites, and just as a teacher in general, preparing for the new year. So what I'd like to do this week is to give you just a couple of ideas as to how you can feel supported moving forward. We've installed a few new plugins on the websites, and I think you're going to find that they're going to be a great resource for you. We have a new frequently asked questions as well as a support ticket system. I also have a way to communicate with you via the websites. And I just think that there's going to be a lot of support that you haven't gotten in the past that you're going to be able to utilize in the coming year. I also want to remind you that WordPress Wednesday Live is next week on July 31st. We're going to be meeting with all the school webmasters here at 501 Manhattan from 9 to 11. It's available for registration via Avatar, but even if you can't register an Avatar, feel free to come by and just hang out with us. I'm going to be answering all of your questions, giving you some updates on some of the things that I know you've been waiting for, like the staff directory, the wikis, which I've been getting a lot of questions about, so I'll give you an update on that, and also give you a way that you can go ahead and get all of your teachers set up with the wikis. And we're also going to work together to come up with a PD calendar for this year. I know a lot of you want to be able to meet more often, and I know that you're going to want some in-person support, so I want to talk to the whole group about some ideas as to how often we should meet, and just really get your input in how you want to be supported in this coming year. I also want to highlight the website of the week. Now, this is the last website of the week for the summer. I'll be doing a website of the month during the school year. On every third Wednesday will be WordPress Wednesday in the school year. But anyway, the website of the week is Bonnable, which can be found at bonnable.jpschools.org. We're going to look at their site. I really like that they've gone in and customized it. If you look at their slider, they have a beautiful school logo on all of their images, and they've really gone in and made some of their pages really great. I really like their uniforms page. So let's make sure that we recognize Bonnable and all the great work that they've done on their website. So let me go ahead and hop in and show you some of the new support features on your school website. Now, you're going to have to forgive me because I have to make this really quick. I'm about to get kicked out of the building. I know that this week's WordPress Wednesday is coming pretty late. That's because I had to wait for some of the features to be activated, but I got to tell you that it's worth the wait. So let me just show you really quickly what you're able to do. The first thing I want to show you is the new support feature. You're going to be able to submit tickets to me. And all you have to do is go to the left side of your dashboard and find at the bottom you'll see support in your menu now. Once you click on support, you're going to go to the top and click on add new ticket when you want to ask me a question. So you want to put a subject that kind of gives me an idea of what it is that you need. The categories, right now I just have general set up as the categories, but I'm probably going to make that more specific for schools versus departments. And as we move forward and I get more questions, I'll make those categories more specific to the types of questions that you're asking. Also, you can give it a priority. I'm going to really implore that unless this is something that is like your website is broken, that you leave it at low or normal. But if there's something really bad going on with your site, then you can go ahead and elevate that priority even to critical. Critical would be my site is just not working at all, okay? So you want to make sure that you're using those priorities appropriately. If you're not able to make a link, that wouldn't be like a high priority. So just keep that in mind so that when I start getting a lot of support requests in, I can prioritize based on, what you tell me. Now, with the problem description, this is where you want to go into as much detail as you can. You can provide screenshots. Notice that you have a visual and text editor, just like you were editing a post or a page. So feel free to insert screenshots or anything that's going to help me help you, okay? When you have entered everything that you want to enter on the screen, make sure that you scroll all the way to the bottom and click Submit New Ticket. Now, you don't want to click this button until you're ready to send your request to me, okay? So one thing that you're not going to be able to do, unfortunately, is save your ticket and then go back and edit it. Basically, you're going to put your question in there and then you're going to submit it to me, and I will receive an email notification. So you don't have to send me an email letting me know that you put in a ticket. I'm going to receive an email, okay? So once you do that, then I can go in, I can look at your question, and I can go ahead and answer it for you. And then the next time you log in, when you click on support, you'll also be able to see the status of your ticket, and you'll be able to see when I've answered it. You'll also receive an email notification when I reply to your ticket, okay? So I'm going to ask that instead of emailing me, that you start using this support system. One big reason why I think the support system is great is because it also has an integrated frequently asked questions. Now, we just installed this today, so I only had a chance to go in and add just one question to departments and schools, but you can see when you click on this frequently asked questions, I'm trying to go in and really give you some high quality answers with lots of screenshots so that when you ask a question, you know that you have an answer that will meet your needs, okay? So when you submit a ticket, if this is a question that I know that I'm getting a lot, then I'm going to go ahead and publish it to those frequently asked questions. So I strongly suggest that before you submit a ticket, go to that FAQ page first and see, because you never know, the question that you're about to ask may have already been answered. So that's the biggest new feature that we have that I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be very helpful for you. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that. Another thing that I want to show you on the site is this yellow box at the top. You notice no matter what I click on, that yellow box is there. This is a site-wide admin message that I'm able to create. So when I have announcements, like right now I'm advertising WordPress Wednesday live, but you know, when we're activating new features, like I know you're waiting on the staff directory and all that good stuff, anytime we do things like that, I'm going to put a message up here. So now you'll have a way to know when new things are rolling out. One last thing that I want to show you on the site that's also a new feature, if I go to your dashboard homepage, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see this little module called the Notepad. This is also new. This is very similar to this module that you're seeing at the top of the page, but the difference is that this Notepad can be customized for every site. So this yellow box is going to be consistent across all district websites, but this Notepad is customized to your school site. So if I go into your school site and I see that maybe, you know, you have a picture that's breaking a page, or you have a link that you forgot to deal with, then I'm going to go into your Notepad and just leave a little note for you right there. My goal is before the start of the school year, because this is a pretty big task, I want to go through every single school website and leave some feedback for you here in this Notepad. So that way every single school webmaster will have some information, some feedback directly from me about what are some things that you can do to make your site better, okay? When I finish with all of the schools, I'll go ahead and do a site-wide announcement so that everybody will know to go check that Notepad. And I'm going to try to do this on a regular basis. So I'll be going through the sites, especially a lot at the beginning of the school year when I know you're going to be getting a lot of traffic. I'll go through the sites frequently and try to just give you little hints and tips and tricks and things that you can do to enhance your school site. So we are really doing our best here to provide a great level of support for you so that you can feel comfortable with working on this new site and know that there is someone who's paying attention to the work that you're doing and is going to be here to provide the help that you need. So, speaking of paying attention, I want to go ahead and share with you really briefly the website of the week. Here I am at bonneville.jpschools.org, the website of the week. And I just want to commend the webmaster over at Bonneville. Mr. Thomas Lambert for the great work that he's done on this site. As you can see, I love a great looking slider, and you can see they have some beautiful professionally taken images on their slider. They even have their school logo right here, and I've watched them work on this site. I know that they had to do some work to make sure that that logo showed up in just the right place, but it really did turn out great. If I scroll down the page, I can also see that they've updated their news feed. You can see they have their Teacher of the Year and their Val and Sal on there. They've also been using their events plugin, and they're adding events. You can see that they've already put their football schedule in there. So they've really been doing some great work on this site. Another page that I want to show you that I really liked was their uniforms page. So if I click through to About Us and Uniforms, you can see that they have a very nice, concise outline of their uniform policy, straight to the point. You know, they use lots of formatting to kind of highlight the things that they wanted to highlight. So I really encourage you to go through and look at Bonnabel's website to get some ideas as to how you can manage your website. I also hope to see you on next Wednesday, July 31st, for WordPress Wednesday Live, so that we can meet in person and you can ask me any questions that you have and make sure that you're prepared for the coming school year. So again, I'm Tina Shea Blanchett, and this has been WordPress Wednesday. Hope to see you next week.